welcome back to our life beginning and always. We are here nearing the ending, or at least I'm assuming it's the ending. But here we are. But his nervous giggles finally settled out as a more contemplative tone came to his voice. This time I'm not gonna wait for another moment. Ooh. Is he gonna do what we think? There's more I want to say tonight. He had been speaking to you so familiarly, so sweetly, but then his tone became hard. It was more serious than he had ever heard in your long history together. Michiko, I promised you I'd always be there whenever you wanted. I meant it then, I still mean it now. I mean it more than ever. Cove? He may not have said it directly, but he had gotten the message clearer than if he had shouted it from the rooftops, and Cove knew it. He beamed wildly, covered his mouth with a hand, your breath caught in your throat, your eyes began to water, you just began to bawl. You stared back stunned. I think my eyes began to water, honestly. He's so cute. He's so fucking cute. Cove's legs shook despite talking straight. His entire body had gone rigid. He winced while trying to force his joints to actually move. Your feet remained locked in place, churning in your own sea of emotions, giving Cove the time he needed. Ultimately, Cove graciously dropped down onto both of his knees with a mute thud. His head was hung low in embarrassment as he clung onto your pants. What? Oh, hello, homie? Homie, are you alright? To stop from falling over entirely. That's where I took everything out of him, too. Cove mumbled what you thought was an apology, though how he carried himself meant it was directed at the ground. Steve still couldn't move from the spot. Keeping a tight grip, he was able to awkwardly shift a leg lower so that he was being propped up on just one knee. There was a pause. I mean, if Cove wasn't crying, would it really be Cove? And then he looked up at you with eyes as blue and white as the sea, and just as wet. He released your close instead, put his hands over his heart. Michiko, in a small, fragile voice he spoke.
I love you.
You mean so much to me. I don't even know what life would be without you. Tears fell heavily and the words dropped out as painfully. I'm sorry, have I ever been able to handle a major romantic moment in our relationship well? You don't have to answer that. He laughed breathily. It was almost more of a wheeze. I've never made things easy, especially when growing up. Life was so hard for me, and so I made things harder for everybody else. We definitely had our ups and downs, thanks to that, but at the end of it, we always just got closer. That is true, we definitely did have a lot of ups and downs. I remember I was really frustrated with Cove at one point in the game. And I've loved you for so many years. He continued to sniffle as he made a few false continuations of unintelligible stammering. Eventually, Cove found what he wanted to say next. Thank you for being my girlfriend. Thank you for taking me to the fancy summer soiree, even though I was so awkward. Thank you for standing up to Lizzie when she would be mean to me. Thank you for putting up with me when I panic about stuff outside of my control. Thank you for never minding when I'd sneak over to your house through the window. Of course not, Romeo. Cove's eyelids squeezed shut in an attempt to stop himself from rambling further. You couldn't help but chuckle at how precious he was. You had to hide your face bashfully. You continued to cry. You didn't know what to do with yourself. You had to stop yourself from interrupting. You were so touched already, but wanted him to finish. I don't know what to do with myself. Cove's outpouring of gratitude accumulated in a final piece of appreciation.
Thanks for waiting for me.
And thank you for being such a patient person. I know I kept you waiting for so long. Hell yeah, you have. But it was a patient game, okay? We won ultimately. We took in a slow, controlled breath, and then, without stuttering or stopping, said the words out loud.
Will you marry me?
Of course. We were waiting for this moment for so long. I will. There's nothing bad I'd want more. Yes, I would be happy to. Of course, finally. Yo, that's me right now. You bet I will. You know, of course. Cove collapsed forward, catching himself with his hands before landing face first into the grass. The poppies around his face fluttered from his grand sigh of relief. Oh my god, thank you. Eyes fill. Oh, you're so precious. He's literally our cute cinnamon roll. Eyes filled with fresh tears, he lifted his head back up to smile at you with all the love in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that's all I've been saying this whole time. I'm sorry, but just thank you for being here and for being the one I get to be with. Somehow all you could think was that it was him, Cove Holden, the man you loved, and now the person you're going to marry. I love you and thank you for everything. You never had to apologize for that. You were so wonderful to wear. This was perfect and not reassuringly. No, thank you for everything, sir. Then, you embraced him, pulled him into a kiss, got down in the grass and kissed him. You smiled from the bottom of your heart. We're gonna get down in the grass, you know. You couldn't hold back any longer. You launched yourself at him and knocked Cove over on impact. He laid flat on his back and his eyes were wide, but swiftly pulled you against them as close as he could get, desperate to feel you. You leaned forward and kissed your fiancé. He kissed you back lovingly, and you could feel the smile on his face. The place where you met, where you grew, where you fell in love, was now the place where your shared life together truly began. Your eyes drifted close to let yourself experience it, to anchor yourself in this moment and hold on for as long as possible. You, the both of you, never wanted to let go. You were certain of it. The rest of your days would be spent side by side. It was all you'd hoped for. When the swirling excitement of your new engagement relaxed back into the more familiar sound of gentle comfort your relationship brought, Cove stood up. He lifted you along with him. I do have a ring too, if you want that. It's just, you know, sentimentality. Sentimentality? Fuck, I don't know that word. The firefly felt better to me. You instantly laughed. That was exactly like him. You felt thrilled hearing he'd gotten you an engagement ring. You shook your head affectionately at his antics. None of that mattered to you, but you appreciate the consideration. I mean, I like a ring. So, I mean, I'm very picky though. That's why if I were to get like any jewelry piece, I have to like for sure like it, because eventually, you know, sometimes I do get tired of styles, and that's the biggest fear of mine. Eventually, if I do get married and then I don't like the ring anymore, that's gonna be kind of fucked up, wouldn't it? Because that ring is forever, so you better like that ring, bro. Cove chuckled bashfully, picking a stray strand of grass off his pants. You were thrilled by the turn of events that unfolded here. Your dream had been for Cove to propose, and he never disappointed you. Suddenly, Cove's now wide-eyed snapped to yours. How are we going to tell people? We're leaving early in the morning, and it's really late now. Should we try talking before we go? The two of you put your heads together, come to some kind of decision from this predicament.
Maybe.
We could try calling your mom's house phone. If they hear that, it means they haven't really gone to bed yet. If they don't, they probably won't even know it rang. Calling their cell phones might wake them up, and I could do the same for Dad's house. Good idea. Lucky us that they still have landlines. And Sync, you and Cove dug out your cells and began to call the respective homes of your families. Cove stepped to the side as his father presumably picked up. He couldn't pay attention to his words for long as Mom answered your call next.
Hello.
Melody Residence, how can I help you? Hi Mom, it's me. I wanted to see if you're awake without bothering you if you'd gone to bed. Yeah, who raised such a thoughtful person? I'm impressed. She chuckled her own comment while getting quieter. You could tell she was pulling her face away from the receiver. Lonnie, Michiko's on the phone. When she spoke again, it came in loud and clear. She's coming on over. You twisted her head to the side after hearing Cove's exclamation and saw him tap on his screen to switch things to speaker mode. Say hi, Dad and Mom. Michiko's here, and so are her moms, sort of. They're on the phone too. You quickly followed Cove's move and let your moms be on the speaker. Hey, Melody family. Good evening, ladies. Hello, it's nice to hear from you. Agreed, even though it's unexpected. What's happening, kiddos? Well, the thing is, wait, I'm gonna call Liz. Pam, get your phone and call Lee. This is kind of cool. They're all like putting all their phones together, kind of reception thing. What? You don't have to do that. I want to, sweetie. It's news they're going to enjoy hearing, isn't it? I'm certain they won't mind. I mean...
Alright.
In that case, Kyra and I could call your friends. I've got their numbers. Seriously? Of course, they've had to call me plenty of times to try reaching you whenever you misplaced your phone or forgot to charge it. Dad. That's perfect, laughed nursingly went Rigged. That's perfect. While unexpected, having everyone on the line would make sharing the news easy. Your parents got to work, leaving the old landlines on while they used their cells to call Lee, Liz, Miranda, and Terry's apartment, and Derek respectively. Every call went through, and soon your whole main group was on the line, and they were expecting answers. There's no putting it off. Well, Cove's got an announcement. I have an announcement. You just looked at Cove expectantly. Should I do it? Because he already did his part, right? His emotions might be like all fried right now. So I feel like let's give him a break, alright? He's done a lot. I'll do it. I have an announcement. Cove and I are engaged. I'm getting married. Cove proposed to me and I accepted. I am intending to take Cove James Holden's hand in matrimony. I'm sure you can guess. Cove and I are getting married. I feel like they all will see it coming, right? Eventually. I'm sure you can guess. Cove nodded with a serious expression. Right. That's right. I'm going to marry Michiko. Cove reached over to take her hand as a physical sign of your union. Even though no one could see it, it made him feel better. The hill filled with cheers of congratulations. You heard Terry's distinctive whoop, and your mom start to joyfully whisper to each other away from the receiver. Lee squealed and Kyra cooed. There was no confusion or need for pause. Everyone in your life was immediately on board with your plans. Cove turned his head and beamed at you, excitement in his smile. It was coupled with a fond squeeze to your hand. You grinned back at him.
I'm so glad.
I'm so proud of you, Cove. The two of you are going to be happy, I'm sure of it. Dad? Cove sniffed with eyes wide and emotional. Yeah, I will be. Both of us will be. Kyra spoke up gently. Thank you for being so wonderful to my baby. I'm lucky and grateful that you're going to be a part of my life forever. Well put, Kyra. Michiko's keep for sure. Aw, your family couldn't stay quiet for long and began to chime in. I can't believe how grown up you are, but I couldn't be happier with how it all happened. Congratulations, Michiko. You are one of the smartest cookies there are. You're making an amazing life for yourself.
Seriously?
This is totally amazing. You're seriously getting married? It's like we're real adults and all that. Yeah, it'd almost be hard to believe that my baby sister is marrying a person, you know? If Cove wasn't such an obvious choice as a husband for you. Her tone turned abnormally gentle. You're doing good. Thanks for the positive rating.
You're welcome.
They giggled and your moms had some chuckles. Cove stood awkwardly, not entirely sure if he or Liz was being laughed at. Your three friends had stayed silent. You believed that they were intentionally giving your families a chance to have a moment. But once they said their pieces, it didn't take long for your friends to jump into the conversation excitingly. Congratulations on the engagement! It's crazy how we're really at this point of our lives. Some days it feels like high school was yesterday.
So great.
But it's great. You both are definitely Sunset Bird's best couple. Terry added on eagerly. You are the aspiration. I'm stoked that you're going to be official. This is a big step, but I'd say you've more than earned it with everything you've been through over the years. You both deserve to be with each other for the rest of your lives. Derek, I'm still so sad. I really hope he had a zombu. Cole had appeared weepy before, but this sealed it. He cried. Everyone's words had built up and coalesced into Cove, shedding the happiest tears you've seen. Thank you. These were people you cared deeply about, and they were so happy from your engagement. It was heartwarming. Good luck, kiddos. You've got a journey ahead of you. Cliff agreed with a chuckle. They've known each other for 15 years already and still haven't gotten sick of each other yet. How hard could making it work for the rest of their lives be?
It's no trouble.
For the two of them, not difficult at all. Thank you so much, everyone. I don't even know what to say. You all better come around again for the actual wedding. I'm impressed Cole didn't run away even once during this big life change. You focus on taking in the moment. I think I would focus on the moment now. Connected to your family, old friends who had stuck by you for years, and the love of your life, you took everything in. You soaked up their love, their excitement, the feeling of anticipation that the future was a year's hair its breath away. But ultimately, the night was growing late, and the many phone calls all had to come to an end. After goodbyes were shared, you were left with just one another again in a quiet space at Poppy Hill. I think that was nice. Me too.
Well,
We have to go back to the hotel now, huh? Yeah, I think we could do that. I'm not ready. Do we have to go? You nod. You shook your head. Yeah. You took one last look at everything around you, but breathing in the summer air, the ocean salt tickled your nose. Take care of the hill for us, little fireflies. Trailing a few steps behind Cove, you looked back down the hill. You spotted your home immediately. I'm grateful we could come home here and see how things are without us. It was nice.
Yeah.
It really was. With Cove right here along with you, you made your way down the hill. With the same stars above trailing the way, your last night in Sunset Bur was closing out. Alright. Doesn't seem like we're ending yet. So I'm gonna just stop here for today. Of course, I'll just fuse everything together if it's actually just gonna end within like 2 minutes. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.